I was going to ask you, so when were you born again?
1924.
And when was it? August? August what?
August 6th.
August 6th. And so it was you and your sister Lillian?
Yeah.
Do you have a middle name?
None of my birth certificate.
What do they call you?
My middle name, well, actually, I don't have one, but they call me Lucinda. I mean, that's my middle name, but I don't use it on mine.
So they called you Lucinda?
It's my middle name, but it's not on my birth certificate, so if I sign anything, I just put my first and last name.
Oh, interesting.
No middle.
But I didn't know that they called you by a middle name too. That's interesting. Okay.
Well, actually, they don't use it.
No?
Well, no, it's not my birth certificate.
Right. So officially you don't have a middle name.
That's it.
I got it.
Thank you.
And so what about your sister? Did she have a middle name?
No.
None at all. Did any of your aunts or uncles or anybody have middle
Well, she has
names?
a middle name, but it's not on her birth certificate.
Well, what was it?
No, I think hers was Mary.
Oh, okay. All right. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So where were you born? In New York?
Long Island City.
Long Island City.
New York.
Was that very congested back then? Was that very built up?
Not really.
Because I mean, it's like in the heart of the city now.
Yeah, well, no, not well, so many years ago, of course not.
I see.
It's like 90 years ago.
Yeah, it's true. It's a long time
So
ago.
very different.
Yeah. And so what was it like growing up? What are some of your earliest memories? Can you remember anything from?
You know, we went to school and played outside. We played a lot outside.
Did you have a yard or did you play in the street?
We had a yard, but mostly as we got older, played on the street outside or rode up. Well, I had a small two-wheeler to go down.
Oh, you did?
A small one, though.
Yeah.
And of course the boys, they played stickball. And sometimes they play, is it stoop ball where you throw the ball and it hits the edge of the step somehow and it bounces back?
Yeah.
I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
That, I remember the boys, and then we used to go to a little playground where they had ice. They had a little section where they froze the ice.
Yeah.
And we would ice skate there. And that was about it, I guess. We played mostly outside. Of course, we didn't have TV, so.
Well, that's right. You don't have TV.
Yeah.
Did you have a radio?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we used to watch different programs for children they had on the radio.
Oh.
A couple of programs they had.
Do you remember any of them?
I forget them now. I remember there was a couple, but I don't remember the names of them. Right offhand.
Okay.
It was the children.
And your mother's name again? What was your mother's name again?
Lucinda.
Lucinda?
Oh, no, my mother's name was Eliza Jane, I'm sorry. That's my aunt.
Was that like one name, Eliza Jane, or was that a middle name?
I think that was one name, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Sure.
And then your father's name, Alexander Brown? No middle name for him either, I'm assuming.
Not that I know of.
I guess it wasn't the tradition back then.
I don't, they may have, but I didn't know it.
So, what was your mother like? Can you tell me what she was like? Was she gentle? Was she loud? Was she?
No, she was a she's a very plain, ordinary person. Didn't require much. Was very good at managing her finances and things, that.
Yep.
She had to watch her pennies, so to speak,
Because she grew up at a time when the economy was
We were
bad.
brought up during Depression, and my father, being wounded in the First World War, received a small pension, but he didn't feel well.
From the government?
Yeah, from the Canadian government.
So
he
why?
joined the Canadian Army.
No, why would he join the Canadian Army? He was
Because-
born in Northern Ireland, right?
Yeah, he was over here, but I think we hadn't gone to war yet, so he volunteered and joined.
Why would he do that?
I don't know.
Patriotism, or was he looking for a passport?
No, he just felt patriotic, I guess.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
And he considered himself English, correct? Not Irish.
Well, no, actually they originated in England. England Scotland, and my mother's side was Welsh.
Okay.
And I know there was Scotch too in my father's side. So
Mm-hmm. Okay.
he always said on his passport, he said British.
Yep.
If they asked where he.
Yeah, well, the Scotland and Britain have been together for a long time.
Yeah. So that's what he.
that
yeah,
British
I remember
means
that was-
British Isles, so
Yeah.
all that area.
Yeah. Right.
And what was he like? Was he quiet? Was he loud? Was he angry a lot? Was he
No.
calm? Was he kind?
He was quiet most of the time. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't feel that well. Had stomach problems.
Did he play a lot with you kids?
Not really.
No. Did he talk to you much?
Well, the parents didn't play with kids back then. They had their mainly brothers and sisters. You had fairly large families, not real large, but 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So they
And
played
what did
with
your
kids.
mother do? Did she work or did she stay home?
Oh, Mother, she didn't. No, she stayed home. Yeah.
And what does your father do for work?
Let's see. He was some sort of laborer, but he didn't pick heavy things up, I think he may have drove the truck or something, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
In that field. Yeah.
What about your aunts and uncles? Did you have a favorite aunt or uncle?
My Aunt Sarah, she was nice.
Did she live close to you?
No, she lived down in Glen Cove near the water.
Oh.
So each year we children would take turns to go out. Like we'd spend one of us would go out and spend a week there, and then when they came back, the other one would go, and so on.
Mm-hmm.
During the summer, it was nice because we could go to the beach every day.
Oh.
And my aunt drove; she knew how to drive.
Did she have money or did she
Oh
just?
no, nobody had money back then. Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, they had jobs, but just one was a milkman, the other was a policeman, and so on, and one was a steam fitter.
Yep.
And I
Yeah.
remember his work was kind of off and on type thing.
Uh huh.
Yeah. So we had it hard, but we managed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And what did you do? You graduated from school? What school did you go to? What high school did you go to?
Newtown. Right?
Newtown High School.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was in Elmhurst.
And what was it like going to school? Did you enjoy school or maybe not or?
It was school.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you have a lot of friends?
Not too many, no.
What about your sister?
She was the one that had a lot of friends. She had a
Yeah.
different personality. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We
Okay.
were very different, as you know.
Yeah, that's right.
Very
Yeah.
different in every which way.
And what did you do when you graduated from high school?
Hmm?
What did you do when you graduated from high school?
Oh, I worked in the telephone company. I was a telephone operator.
Yeah. What like operating the switches? Were you
Long distance, I remember.
really?
Yeah.
So you were like pulling the plugs and plugging them in like you see on the old
Yeah,
television
yeah,
show?
yeah.
Really? Yeah. Did you
Yeah.
like it?
I couldn't do a secretarial work because I really took up the wrong subjects. I thought I'd like to do something better than that, but we really couldn't afford to go to college or anything. So, since I didn't know typing or anything, I had to go to I went to night school and on my own and learned to type, so that I could get a decent job,
Yeah.
In an office.
How did
So-
you afford to pay for night school?
So eventually, that's what I did, and I worked as a bookkeeper on the bookkeeping machine, which is like a big typewriter.
Oh.
Yeah.
And how did you afford to go to night school? Did you pay for it yourself?
It was free.
Oh, it was free.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah.
And then, how long did you work at the phone company? Many years?
Not
or?
too long.
No.
Until I got I knew how to type, and then I applied for a job, and then I was a key puncher. That was something else.
What's a key puncher?
I don't know. They kept records. You put cards in this machine, and it made little holes in certain numbers so
Yeah.
that they could tell to keep records of something. But that went out.
That sounds like an
That
old
went
computer.
out.
That's an old style computer.
Yeah, it was like
so
an
you
old.
you worked in computers before it was cool.
I did that for a while, and then I went in. I knew how to learn to. Then I learned to type, and then I got a job as a bookkeeper. I think it was the accounts receivable. I think it was.
Yep. Yeah.
And then another person did the accounts payable.
So you were a bookie?
So that's what I did. Yeah.
And so when did you about what age were you when you met Gunnar?
Well, his sister worked with me.
Which
and
one?
So I was writing to him when he was in the service.
Which one of his sisters?
Phyllis.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you were kind of pen pals first?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
And where was he? Where was he stationed at the time?
He was in the South Pacific.
Do you know what island?
Fiji.
Oh, he was in Fiji.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I remember that, Fiji.
That's not a bad place to be stationed, huh?
No.
Well, it's a beautiful tropical island.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
I don't know about how much
Oh, yeah.
action. Did he see much action in the war?
Pardon?
Was he in combat in the war?
Oh, yes, in the infantry.
Wow, that's harsh. That's
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, it affected him. Oh,
And she's okay, yeah. And then, how old were you when you got married?
I was 23.
Oh, okay, 23.
Yeah.
Is there any fond memories that you have from your childhood? Things that stand out in your mind as being particularly enjoyable?
Not really. We didn't do that much. Just kids growing up. Played with the neighborhood kids on the street. And life was very simple and different things. If there was snow on the ground, we'd go up on this big hill. And we didn't have to worry too much about cars because there were very few cars.
Oh. Were there still like horse-drawn carriages and stuff back then?
Oh no.
This is after that.
Oh yeah, we had cars.
Okay.
But maybe on a whole block of houses, they're all in a row. Maybe 2 people would have a car.
Oh wow. So
Yeah,
very few
there were
cars
very
back
few
then.
cars. Because we could go down this big street, and there was a cross street at the foot, and we didn't worry about cars. We just went up and down the sleighs. Yeah.
So how did
very few.
How did you get around?
We took the trolley.
Okay, a trolley.
And,
Yeah. They had trolleys back then in New York.
Trolley, electric trolley.
Yep.
And I think there was a bus too that we could take. Mostly we walked. If
Okay.
it wasn't too far.
Yeah.
Even if it was quite a distance, we would walk.
Did your mother send you out shopping ever?
No, my mother went shopping just about every day. She'd go out and get the food in fresh.
Did you have a refrigerator?
No, we had an ice box.
An ice box.
Yeah, with the
Did
ice.
the Iceman come
would
around?
Come with the ice.
Yeah? How would he deliver it? Like, what would there just be a block of ice on your doorstep? Like
Yeah, no, he'd come in. I guess we knew when he was coming. And then I remember my mother wrapping it all up in newspaper. I don't know why. I don't think that helped. And then she put it in the refrigerator, in the ice box.
Yeah, yeah.
And I guess it would last a week. I don't know how, until.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and then she had one of those, like an ice box type thing you put on the outside of the window
Okay.
in the winter.
Yeah.
And that helped too. You could put like butter and things like that out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, well, that's a very practical
yeah,
idea.
that's what we did, I remember. Yeah, and then she, had a sewing machine too, the kind that you trample like this.
Oh, yeah.
I could tread on it back and forth.
What, could your mother read and write?
Oh, yes.
Could she?
Yes.
Okay.
I think
Well-
everybody back there at least could read and write.
Well, maybe in New York, but in other,
Yeah.
like, for example, my Puerto Rican grandmother never learned how to read or write.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
Oh, no,
that's why I
no.
ask. Okay. So
Yeah.
what about your dad? The same thing? He was literate?
Because she read her Bible every night too, I remember.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
She was religious?
Yeah, they were brought up religious.
Did she go to church every Sunday?
No, because the Methodist church wasn't nearby.
I see.
And so she sent us kids to the Lutheran Sunday school.
I
And
see.
it wasn't even in a Lutheran church, it was like in a little vacant,
A Sunday school, sure.
it was like a vacant store or something.
I see.
It's just they rented it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where I went. And
What was your favorite meal growing up?
well, my mother wasn't the greatest cook. She didn't do too many fancy dishes that I can recall.
Well,
But
what kind of
but they were
cooking
good.
did she do? Like, what do you remember eating growing up?
Mostly, I remember eating, mostly would be, she always bought the round steak that was less fat and more beef.
Yep.
And she'd make hamburgers, and that we had mainly for the meat. We didn't have steak or anything that I recall. And maybe she'd make pot roast in a pot, you know, with carrots and potatoes and veggies.
What kind of starch were you eating?
Bread. You know.
Bread?
Oh, Dugan came to the door.
What's that?
Dugan's the bread man.
Dugan's? Never heard of it. Oh, Dugan's. Okay.
Oh, no, Dugan's here came.
So the
with
bread man
and
would
cake,
come.
if you wanted, you know. So my mother would get a loaf of whole wheat bread, and she'd get I think it was like old-fashioned white or something. I remember. And every once in a while, she might get like a little crumb cake or something. That was about it. We didn't have a lot.
Did you eat rice?
No, I didn't eat rice. No, we never ate rice. And I don't remember her ever making me a salad, or anybody a salad. Isn't that strange? When I think of it, you know.
And how old are you now?
Salads.
How old are you?
92.
92, and you survived somehow without eating salad.
Yeah.
Note to self.
But we always had a vegetable at night.
Oh, you did?
With
Okay.
a potato.
Oh.
Yeah,
you
that
had
we did.
So you had potatoes mostly.
Yeah, that was like a mainstay. I guess that's like rice.
Sure.
Yeah,
A starch.
we had that,
Yeah.
yeah.
Potatoes.
That and a fresh, and the vegetables were fresh then and they were good. Not like the food today. They
What
didn't
kind
have
of
the
vegetables
additives
were you
and
eating?
preservatives, like,
What kind of vegetables were you eating back then?
like carrots and peas. She'd shell them
Oh,
out
yep.
of the pot, you know, the pea
Yep.
pod.
Yep.
And what other? All kinds of veggies, pretty much.
Did you eat seafood?
And even
Did you eat fish?
not often, unless my uncle went fishing out in the bay, and he'd get during the spring, I think it is, when the flounders are in, and he'd catch flounders, and we'd have the flounders. But we didn't particularly care for fish because we didn't have to eat them. The kids, I remember, we would take the fish and we'd go like this, afraid of bones and things, you know,
Yeah,
before
yeah.
we put it in our mouth.
Yeah.
So we didn't eat that much fish. No.
Did you have an ice cream man that would come around?
Oh yeah, I think we did.
Do you remember the song that they used to sing? The ice cream song?
I'm trying to think. Bungalow, was it Bungalow Bar?
I wouldn't
Yeah,
know.
it was Bungalow Bar, yeah.
Bungalow Bar.
It was pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was like
Do you remember the jingle when the ice cream man would come
I
around?
don't remember. Well, it might have been a jingle, but I don't know what
You don't recall?
I can't remember what it jingled.
What was your favorite kind of music back then?
We had nice music, yeah. Oh, he's been here.
That's okay.
Soon,
Yep.
yeah.
What kind of music did you like back then?
I don't know, we never had the
You had a radio, right?
oh yeah, the pop, what do you call it, popular music?
Yeah, just kind of popular music of the time.
Yeah, well, no, it was pretty more or less just nice songs, nice, you know, like,
Did you dance at all? Did you go out dancing?
no, my family we didn't dance, we weren't musically inclined, let's
Oh, I
face it.
see. Nobody played any instruments? Did anybody
No.
play any instruments in your family?
No, we didn't,
No?
none of us, no, I think the family just wasn't musically inclined.
Okay, all right. Okay. Any singing? You guys sing at all?
I don't even think they could sing.
No singing.
I mean, I know,
Games?
I
Did
know
you-
I'm not good at singing. I can't even, I can't like keep a tune.
Yeah.
I'm,
Did you play games? Like, did you have a certain kind of game or board game or something that you play? Maybe?
I don't remember playing board games
Not
either.
really. Jacks? Anything? Any kind of kids games that you had in the house?
Jacks.
What did you do in the winter
Jacks.
inside the house all winter?
Hmm?
What did you do inside the house all winter?
We went out no matter how cold it was.
Did you?
Oh yeah. It was safe then. Didn't worry.
Hmm.
Yeah. I know we didn't have any games back then like they have today for the kids, which is nice. I don't even think they had Monopoly back then. They didn't.
Hmm.
They still have that in the stores today. I see
Sure
it.
they do. Yep,
Yeah.
they do, yep.
So I don't
Is there any sad memories that you have?
say it.
Hmm.
Well, I wouldn't want to live my life over again. It's kind of drab now that I think of it.
Your childhood, yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember anything too nice about it, truthfully.
Maybe there's a generation, it was the time you grew up in, maybe, you think?
I think it's the time we grew up, yeah. You're just happy you had enough to eat, and clothes on your back, and got a job when you got out of school. You know.
If you could have done your childhood differently, I mean your youth, your childhood, what would you have preferred? you know, like, you know, just what would you like to see have been
Well,
different if you
I don't
went?
think anything, I mean, there was nothing unusual, it's just the way everybody grew up then. We didn't have much, it was depression, and we didn't look for much, and we were just happy with what we had. We had very little in the line of toys and things. I mean, it wasn't like the kids today,
Yeah.
you know.
Did you wish you had more toys back then?
No.
When you were little?
I was happy. No. Really,
You
no.
felt-
If you
you
had a
felt-
ball and I don't know, like little dolls, if you're a little girl,
Yeah.
and you know, when Christmas came, I remember one year we were asked what we wanted, and I was kind of a tomboy, so I wanted a bike, and my sister wanted a little baby doll and a carriage.
Mm-hmm.
So she got the baby doll and a nice carriage,
Mhm.
and I got the bike, a little two-wheeler,
And you were
small
happy?
one, not the big one.
Mm-hmm.
And we got that. We were so happy, boy. That was a big gift for us. And I remember my mother never liked Christmas because we never had any money.
Oh, I
And
guess it was
she never
a
liked
lot of
it.
pressure for her, huh?
Yeah, she never liked Christmas, never.
Mm.
I remember that. We had a Christmas tree, and that was it.
Mm.
And for, you know, mostly we got clothes. If you
Yeah.
exchanged gifts with with my cousins and so on, it was always toys.
Hand-me-downs, huh?
Always. No, we'd have new clothes.
Oh, new clothes. Oh, I
yeah,
see.
but I'm saying you wouldn't buy a gift like a toy or something for children. You bought them clothes.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
it was practical, and we're happy to get them.
Mm.
It was something new.
Mm.
Yeah.
So you've lived
Very different from today.
You've lived 92 years. So if you were to give kind of your recommendation of your life, looking back on it, to a younger generation, what advice would you give to a younger generation?
What advice? Make sure that they marry the right person. That means a lot.
Yeah,
And
that's good advice.
and don't spoil the kids if you can, which is not easy today.
Yeah.
And bring them up in fear of God and to do what's right.
Mm-hmm.
Be honest. And I guess that's about it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good now.
That's about all.
Thank you.
Oh. Oh.